Hey guys, it's Abby. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to do a kind of impromptu video. I'm actually going to film a couple videos today, but I want to get this one up. I have been waiting and waiting, partially due to my ignorance, I would say, on the Kat Von D Saint Center palette. I just picked it up from a UPS locker system. I guess they couldn't deliver it to my apartment, and I thought it was lost. It was supposed to be here like a week ago, and apparently it was in the same locker as my Amazon order that I forgot about, so I thought it was lost. So I was freaking out, like contacting Kat Von D, like their website or whatever, and then contacting UPS because I thought it was lost, because like I went to get it and the locker was empty, so I thought it was lost, but then it was in the same one as the other one. So anyways, I'm gonna stop rambling about that. So here it is. Like, it is definitely has lived up to my expectations thus far. I've only seen one bigger YouTuber do like a video about this. It was Jay Kissa, and her video was really awesome. And she did the last. Sorry, I keep like looking because there's people outside, but she did swatches and comparisons of other Kat Von D eyeshadows, which I thought was really interesting. But she was saying that a lot of these are kind of similar to some of the Metal Crush eyeshadows. But I only have one of those. I just have the Thunderstruck, which is like the white with the pink reflect to it. So this, I thought this was going to be like metal or plastic like some of our other palettes, but this one is actually cardboard, which I honestly prefer to the metal or the plastic, because I believe that it's better for the environment, because eventually, unfortunately, I'm going to have to throw this away at some point in, 5 or 6 years, but yeah, so that's definitely better for the environment that it is cardboard. So it's got this little seal thingy, the Kat Von D symbol on it, and you have to open the one side first, because it's got that thing. And it is magnetic, so it doesn't like just flop open. And then there's really not a way for me to cover up the mirror, but I guess I can just hold it back like this. At first I was definitely going to, oh man, I didn't think that through, it's got fingerprints all over, whatever. But at first I didn't think I was going to get this, just because I felt like the palette, when you look at it as a whole like this, it doesn't look very cohesive. Like, you know how most palettes, well, should be arranged by light to dark, like in the ones that have like even rows, you know what I'm talking about, like the Naked palettes and all that, all those kind. But this one has just like a mishmash of different colors in it, which is supposed to mimic a stained glass window, so I mean, I get why, but I just was gonna pass on it because I was like, it's not like I have a ton of these colors, just because I've decluttered my eyeshadow collection quite a bit, and I kind of miss colors too, so that's part of the reason why I ended up getting it, because I only have one colorful palette, and it's just like mattes that aren't the greatest. But yeah, so I will get into this palette. I haven't even touched it. I mean, I've opened it and looked at it, but I haven't swatched any of them yet, and I want to swatch it for myself, just because I know that that's probably better if you see like different people's swatches of it. Hopefully I can get this up before it sells out. I don't know if it's sold out actually. I have my computer open right now, let me check. Okay, so at the time that I'm filming this, it is still available on Sephora, and it is $62 there. I think that's what I paid for it at Kat Von D. I don't have the packing slip handy, but I'm pretty sure that's what I paid for it. 62 or 64, somewhere around there, which it should be the same. So I don't know. I don't have any makeup on right now, as you can probably tell. I'm not sure if I want to do a full get ready with me with this, like with foundation and everything, or if I just want to do that off camera and then do a look with this palette. We'll see how that goes. Which this is definitely, it's really heavy. It wouldn't be one that I probably like take traveling or would use all the time. This is more of like a collector's piece. But I mean, I would still use it, just because this is not an everyday palette, for me at least. And yeah, I don't expect it to be like totally portable or easy to hold, because I like to hold the palette while I'm, you know, putting on the brush, and then I can put it down or whatever. But I don't want to I don't like leaving it on the table, because I can't see without my glasses, so I'm like put it on the table and then I gotta like do this number to you know, look at it. So, but you know, that's just my rambling here. So I think I'm gonna do brush swatches. Because I saw a lot of comments on Kat Von D's, their video they put on like the Kat Von D Beauty YouTube. So I'm going to do them myself here, and I am pasty pale. If I can find a brush that is clean. Okay, so I started filming the swatches with the camera facing me, so I will, I flipped it down, so that's probably going to be a lot easier. So, yeah, some of these look like they've been swatched just because they have. I'll have to flip this video upside down too, just. But here's the palette. I don't know if I can get all these in the frame or not. Yeah, there we go. And there's the back if you ever want to look at that. It just has all the shade names, which I love. Well, it's not a big deal for some people, but if you do videos where you need to reference what color that you used, it's really nice to have them printed underneath of the actual shadow, just because some of the Kat Von D palettes were really confusing to figure out which shade was which, just because you couldn't tell from looking at the backs. You didn't know which order it was in. So I like that they started putting the names on the palette. So I'm going to swatch these again. And this is a brush that I was using. This is e.l.f. brush. Okay, so the first shade is Absolution. And the top shades on both sides are more of glitter toppers. So they're not going to be pigmented, they're just going to be glitter. Wow, I don't think that's picking up at all. It's right here. That's nuts. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see it if I hold my arm like up close. Or I wonder if I use my phone flashlight. Oh yeah, that works. So it is like it's a goldish green glitter. The next shade is Worship. So this one is, these are starting to be definitely not as pigmented as was in that video. So I'm seeing why now people were calling them out. This is more of a like a rosy purple type of color, and it's a satin. It's not matte, it's not shimmer. It's, yeah, the satin. And then the next shade is called Immaculate. It's just kind of powdery to me. But, like, I mean at first, and then once you blend it, it starts looking better, as I'm sure you saw. And the next shade is called Chalice. This is like a light, tannish, bronzy color. And the next one is called Sacred Heart. And I can't tell without swatching it if it's a matte or a satin, so I'll swatch it here. That is a pretty color. It's like a peach. It's not even like a peachy pink, it's just peach. So I like that shade. But these are all, they're swatching really weird to me. The next one is called Amen, and this is a cream matte, which I don't know if you're going to be able to see on my skin tone or not. Kinda, yeah, you can see it. Definitely good to have shades like that in any palette. And then the next shade is called Sanctuary. Again with the powdery, but once I swipe it, it looks fine. So I don't know how that's going to translate onto the eyes, that kind of formula. But I don't know exactly about this shade, like, it's hard to, I mean, it is a satin finish. I'm trying to look at it here, like, holding it up. It's, I want to say like a bronze, like a darker bronzy color. It has a hint of like reddish purple to me. The next shade, this one is super glitter. It's called Heaven. Wow, that picked up a lot on the brush. Let's see how it swatches. Wow. Okay. That is like almost metallic. Like, I'm sure if you use this with a setting spray or a wet brush of some sort, yeah, wow. That's not picking up on camera either, so I'll use the... Whoa. So you see the other colors here. Okay, 4 more. The next one is called Crucifix. This one is definitely a matte. That one swatched a lot better than the other ones. It didn't get like that powdery at first. And this is just a matte brown. And it is buildable too. Next one is a glitter bomb also. This is called Cathedral. Whoa, okay, that is pretty also. It doesn't look like anything there, just because of the lighting situation, but again, when I... And this is a purple-ish taupe with, looks like a pink shift also. Then the next shade is called Rosary. Appropriate name, I think. And this is really more pink than this other shade, Sacred Heart. Oh, there you can see both. But it's looking orange on camera, so if I hold it up closer, you can see well, it is kind of an orange with like a really strong pink shift. All right, and the last one is called Baptism. And it is, why did I say that word? Baptism? Okay, I said it right. And this is definitely another pale shade. Well, focus. Okay. Alright, so there is Baptism. It's really hard to see on my skin tone just because it's kind of a pinky shade, but it's right here. So let me zoom out and I'll show you all of them. So this is all of them from the Saint side. So we've got Absolution, Worship, Immaculate, Chalice, Sacred Heart, Amen, Sanctuary, Heaven, Crucifix, Cathedral, Rosary, and Baptism. And then I'll show you them all with the flashlight. I don't know. From watching the swatch video, I believe the comments, I think they were doing finger swatches and then putting brush over it. It's like, let me just do a finger swatch, which first I'm going to show you what the fallout situation looks like for me trying to do this. Oh, there's my face. Hi. So yeah, I didn't blow any of it off. I didn't do anything with it, so it's not horrible. Like, you know, I feel like that's normal for shimmery shades, so that's good. So let me finger swatch a couple of these just to see what they look like. I'm just gonna pick a couple that are kind of lackluster to me. So I'm going to do Sacred Heart, which is right here. Yeah, no way. No way that those were brush swatches, because this is the same shade as this. And then we'll try Sanctuary, which is this one right here. I mean, that one looks the same on camera, but in person it looks more, what do you call it, satiny. And then we'll try one more, do Rosary. And I'm running out of room. Do that down here. So that's this shade. See, that look like a totally different color. So it'll be interesting to see how that that translates onto the eye. Because I'm sure with a primer it'll look more like the finger swatches, I think. So maybe they did use a primer. I don't know. I'm not like trying to judge, I'm just speculating because other people had commented on it, so I started thinking about it. So let me take these off, if that glitter comes off, then I will do the other side. Alright, let's do this. So this, I'm going to do the, just making sure my arm's dry, I'm going to do the center side now. The shade on the top is Rapture, and again this is going to be a glitter topper. It's not supposed to be like a matte or shimmer or whatever, it's just glitter. Which I find really amazing, by the way, that's possible to press glitter like that, but I'm liking it. Did I say that was called Rapture? I don't remember. Well, this is going to be fun. This next one is called Sabbath, and you know, if you don't remember what it is from the palette, I'm sure you can guess what color it is. So we'll see how that swatch is. It's decent. I mean, it's a matte black. I don't know what you know you'd expect from that. So it looks like it would blend out really easily on the eyes, so that's good. The next shade is called Ashes. This one is really interesting in the pan, so I want to see what it looks like. You can't really tell from the swatch. This is probably going to be one of the ones that I finger swatched just so we can see more what it looks like. But from what I can see is that this is a taupe with green glitter or shimmer in it. It's not really like chunky glitter, but you can kind of see it from that. Let me get the phone here. Only in like certain lighting situations. It's because I'm not in direct sunlight, so it's not going to show up. The next one is called Martyr, and this is like a mustardy yellow. See, I saw Jessica Hayes doing an eye look with this kind of shade. I don't remember if it was from this palette. It might have been. I'm not sure, but yeah, I just don't know if I can pull off that kind of shade, so but I'll try it out at some point. The next shade is called Devil, and oh, this one is definitely matte, by the way. And this next one is called Devil, and it is just a matte orange. This looks like more of a yellowish brown orange, because you know you can have like red oranges or yellow oranges. This one is definitely yellow. I think these two would probably go good together in you know, like a blended eye look. The next one's called Revelation. This one is really interesting too, kind of like that Ashes shade. It's a matte brown, like a matte medium brown with like the goldish green shimmer in it. So some of these I'm imagining already that you're probably going to need a glitter glue to get them to not have fallout. Next shade is called Vestment. This is definitely going to be one of those shades. You're going to need a base with this probably. Yeah, definitely. It is one of those, again, one of those MAC blue-brown shades. What palette did I have? Oh, it was a Shan XO palette that had a shade kind of like this, where it's like a reddish brown with a blue shift to it. So if you're cruelty free and you don't want to buy a MAC blue brown, you got that shade in this palette. The next one is called Ministry, and all the rest of the shades are really bold. This one I think swatched the best out of all of them. This is just a blue shimmer, like a cobalt blue. But I think for more accurate descriptions of the colors, definitely watch Kat Von D's video about it, because she created them, so she knows what, you know, how to describe it. Next shade is called Exodus. It is like a citron-y lime green. And it does have some like micro shimmer in it, which again doesn't pick up with the brush. See if we can see any with the flashlight. Just a little. Alright, the next one is called Exorcism. Wow, that really sheared out, so let me get some more. It looks like it would be really pigmented on the brush, but that is just a matte purple. I'm thinking that one's going to swatch better over a sticky base, even though it is matte. just because it really sheared out. And the way that it did that, it looks like to me that it's going to be really easy to blend. And then this next shade is called Relic. This is going to be one of the ones you probably need glitter glue for, which I don't have, so I should have got some when I went out. But this is like a pure gold, like shimmery, glittery shade. It's really hard to tilt this part of your arm because my elbow's right here. One more. Alright, and this last one is called Stigmata. That one swatched almost just as beautifully as the blue one. What was that called? Ministry. And that is like a true red shimmer. And yeah, I know it is so difficult to get vegan powder shades that don't have carmine, so I have to give them applause for that one and how they managed to make that. Alright, so I will zoom out and see all of them. Right, so here we have Rapture, Sabbath, Ashes, Martyr, Devil, Revelation, Vestment, Ministry, Exodus, Exorcism, Relic, and Stigmata. So once I've swatched them, they look a lot more cohesive. Oh yeah, let me finger swatch a couple of them here for you. So, which ones do I want to do? I definitely want to do Ashes. This was that taupe shade with the green glitter. Okay, yeah, that didn't do much more than what the brush swatch did. And let's try... I'm going to try Vestment, that duochrome. We'll see. It looks metallic when I put it on my finger, so we'll see how that goes here. Wow. Okay. I don't know if you can tell from the camera, but like this is it right here, and yeah, it looks so much better like that. And I want to swatch like all of these shimmery ones, but I won't do that just because it's going to take forever. So I'll try Exodus, this bright green. It's about the same. Then I want to try Relic, that gold. This is like, actually, I don't lie, these last two shades, or these two and then the blue one, I think they are metallics. So I'll swatch it right here. Whoa, yeah. So that's definitely metallic, so if even, like that's just with my finger, so if you use a primer or something under it, it's going to be a lot more, I think. I don't even know if primer would make that any more metallic, like it already is. And then, try this last one here, Stigmata. I'm just swatching under, oops, swatching underneath here. And then we'll take so you can really see how metallic it is. Well, not really see, but you know, as good as I can get at this moment. And that side didn't really kick up as much powder as the other one. At least I think, from what I can see here. I haven't like touched this side since I swatched those. But I'm going to blow it off now so I don't get it everywhere. Alright, so my thoughts on this palette so far, just from swatching it, is going to be really versatile, and you can use other palettes in conjunction with it. It does have some great colors and some shimmers in it. I don't think that you'll need another palette necessarily for everything. There are some transition shades, there are the lighter like brow bone shades, there's the darker crease colors, so you know, I don't have a problem with the color selection after swatching it and seeing how they look. So I'll see how long this video is after editing. Sorry, I keep looking at people outside. I'll see how long this video is after editing it, and then I'll see if I want to put the swatches and like the demo all together, or if I want to do them separate. So if I end up separating them, thank you so much for watching. I hope you subscribe so you don't miss any future videos. Let me know what you want to see down below if you want me to do a specific tutorial using this palette, and stay tuned for the rest of my Face Your Makeup Fears series. If you haven't seen that, I will show you basic techniques that I feel like YouTubers now kind of assume that people know. So check my channel for those, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.